Joining me right now is Kelley Gilmore. She is the global studio head of Cloud Chamber. How are you, Kelley? Big day for you guys.
Hey, Vic. Hi, I'm great. Yeah, we're really excited to finally be able to announce what we're doing and announce our new studio. So thanks for having us on.
This is great. You've shifted over from long-time work with Firaxis, and now you're working on a beloved gaming franchise. You've learned. I mean, you've been in the business for how many years now?
Well, gosh, I started in 97. So what is that, 22 years? I'm
Yep.
not great at math, but I think so.
It's around the time when I started as well. So you've learned how to make games in every kind of size, I would imagine. But does BioShock come with its own new challenges, the expectations that everybody has on a franchise like this?
Well, look, it does not fall lightly on any of us. The brevity of what we're about to do with BioShock, and we know that there's a fan base out there that is very excited about the franchise, and we are looking forward to delivering beyond their expectations. We're going to be in development over the next several years on this game, and I'm sure that fans out there will have lots of words of wisdom for us, and we always love hearing from everybody. So we'll be looking out to see what expectations are as we're pulling this vision together for the next game.
That's awesome. Now you're based in Novato, California, sort of in the 2K cluster of development studios there, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's right. We're in Novato and Hamilton Landing, these really cool Air Force hangars.
Yeah, it's awesome down there. And you've got a new studio, and I think this is the most exciting part of this announcement. You've got your first Canadian studio in Montreal. And so I'm wondering how you're going to do that. Are you going to be flying back and forth, or are you going to use the wonders of internet communication to stay in touch with everybody? What are you going to be doing with that?
Yeah, we'll be doing all of that. I mean, we're really excited to be able to open a studio in Montreal, and it's really important to us for the Cloud Chamber Group to feel like one team with two locations. So we'll have leadership in both studios. We'll be working on core gameplay in both studios. And yeah, I mean, we'll use the wonders of technology to be able to have FaceTime with each other on a daily basis. And we'll be flying back and forth quite a bit. I've really fallen in love with Montreal. I'd only visited there once before prior to starting this studio, so I've been there now a few times, and I love it. And the Montreal community has really embraced us, and it just has Montreal has an amazing vibe to it. It's I think there's the people I've met from various companies around the city. They all are really invested in Montreal. And the community that they're building there and the way they engage with people, and it feels like a great fit for our studio. So we're excited to be there, and we'll have this office here in Novato as well, and together we're going to make something great.
Awesome. Have you got a roster or a team together that has worked on BioShock games in the past that is also going to be working on this new one that you're developing?
We do, actually. Even our team is very small right now, and we are growing, but I can tell you that our leadership team has some pretty serious BioShock veterans on it.
Right.
One of them is our creative director, Hogarth Delaplante. He worked on BioShock. He has worked on BioShock in the past. We have Scott Sinclair, who's our art director, has worked on BioShock, and then Jonathan Pelling, who's our design director, is also been part of the BioShock franchise from the beginning. So we feel like that infuses us with some pretty serious BioShock DNA, and we'll build out the rest of the team with some folks who've had experience with BioShock, but we also have a lot of veterans from some of the industry's great franchises like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed and Walking Dead and Star Wars. So we feel like we have a pretty solid team of people who've shipped a lot of games over the years, and they're all really excited about being able to work on this franchise.
That's awesome. What is going to be, kind of unique to developing this game for these new consoles and our expectations of, visuals in 4K at 60 frames per second? Is this going to be maybe the largest game that you've ever been personally involved with, do you think?
Well,
in terms of team size?
Yes. In terms of the team size, this is going to be a larger team for sure. And I mean, well that it takes a huge effort and a lot of people to put these AAA games out into the marketplace now. And certainly with the way the technology is constantly evolving in the industry, it's a lot to keep up with. We're super excited about it. We have our eyes on what's happening all the time, and all of that will inform how we move forward on the design of this game.
That is awesome. What is the significance of Cloud Chamber?
Ha! Okay, so I'm going to get sciencey on you for a minute, and this is way out of my wheelhouse. However, so coming up with the name for our studio was really a collaborative effort with the folks who are kind of the first members of the group. And we had lots of ideas, as you can imagine. I mean, naming this what was a big challenge, but someone had brought to our attention this scientific contraption called a cloud chamber, which I'm sure many of your listeners are very familiar with, but it was new to me. And a cloud chamber is this device that brings particles into it from the atmosphere, and they're particles that are invisible to the naked eye out there in the atmosphere. But when they come into this device, they mix with water and alcohol, and then suddenly you can see them in these really kind of unique and beautiful ways. So it inspired us to start thinking about the creative ideas in our minds as these things that no one can see until we come together and collaborate within our studio, and then suddenly these ideas can come to life on the screen for everybody to see. And so we were like, wow, we're like human cloud chambers. This is really cool. And it kind of became something that felt right for the studio. And then I don't know if you've seen our logo. It's actually here. I'm going to stand up for a minute.
Sure.
There's our logo.
Oh, that's cool.
So that once we put the logo together, I don't know, I just was like, this is really cool. And it just felt right for the way our studio works together, and the enthusiasm and the great ideas that come from this diverse group just kind of collaborating on a day-to-day basis. So that's it.
And I guess it kind of speaks to the intangible quality of working around the world, because that's the way games get made these days too, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're certainly not the first studio to have locations all over the world. And that is how it's made. And it's pretty exciting.
That's awesome. I know that a lot of BioShock diehards and fans out there are going to be curious if Ken Levine is going to be consulting or a part of this process at all. Are you guys in contact with him?
Everybody knows Ken is now working at his new studio, Ghost Story Games, and from what I understand, they are immersed in developing some amazing new thing that I'm sure we'll all be enjoying soon. He's not involved in the development of this BioShock. This is just all Cloud Chamber, but I mean, he's in the Take-Two family, and we're excited to be able to show him what we're doing as we go.
That is fantastic. Any final thoughts on why BioShock is as influential and important an IP in the video game space as it is?
Well, I would say that BioShock kind of defined what a compelling story and an immersive world can do for a video game experience. And that's kind of those have been part of the cornerstone of what's made the BioShock franchise great. So certainly that's something that will be part of the vision that we have for this next game as we move forward.
Fantastic. So when are we anticipating we're going to start to hear more, and when do you think we may be able to play this new BioShock game?
Gosh, I wish I could give you a definite answer, but we're in really early stages of development, and we're still trying to bring this vision together. And so we're not ready yet to announce specifics on when we'll be talking about the game in more details or when we're actually looking to launch. We're just fortunately 2K has given us some space to kind of figure out creatively what this game will be, and then we'll take it from there. So there'll be more news to come.
Awesome. I know people are going to be asking me, so I had to ask you, Kelley.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Does that mean, though, that you guys are hiring at Cloud Chamber, and should people be getting in touch with your HR teams?
Yes, we are. We're hiring. We are going to be hiring quite a number of people, both in the Novato studio and in Montreal. And our job listings, our open jobs, are all on our new website that launched today, which is www.cloudchamberstudios.com.
I love it. I love it. Kelley, thank you so much for coming to us early and letting us talk about this. Congratulations to you and all of the team members in California and in Montreal. I can't wait to come and visit the studios and see what you guys are working on. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, thank you so much, Vic. It was great talking with you, and we're excited to continue the conversation as we have more to share. And I appreciate your enthusiasm. So
Awesome.
thanks. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care. Congratulations.
Okay, bye-bye.